During my recovery at home that everything shifted. Marcus had taken time off work to help care for me, despite my protests. One evening, as he was making dinner in my kitchen, a skill he'd apparently mastered during his college years, I found myself studying his profile, wondering when the boy I'd helped raise had become this remarkable man. "Why did you do it?" he asked suddenly, his back still turned to me. "Why did you try to leave us?" "Leave me?" The pain in his voice broke something in me. "Because I'm tired, Marcus. Tired of being strong, of being the one who holds everything together, of watching everyone else find their happiness while I keep choosing wrong. Tired of wanting a family of my own and watching time slip away." He turned then, and the intensity in his eyes took my breath away. "You've had a family all along, and you've never been alone, not really. I've been here, watching you give your heart to men who didn't deserve it, waiting." "Waiting for what?" I whispered, though something in me already knew the answer. "Waiting for you to see me, not as your best friend's son, not as your nephew Elena, but as a man who has been in love with you since he was old enough to know what love is." The kiss that followed wasn't planned. It wasn't a dramatic movie moment with swelling music and perfect lighting. It was messy, desperate, and terrifying, because we both knew that crossing this line would change everything. The weeks that followed were blissful. One evening, after a late-night stroll by the waterfront, he surprised me with a blanket in his car. We sat under the stars, sharing stories and laughter like we used to do before, and for the first time in years, I felt truly at peace. "I've always dreamed of moments like this," he confessed, his fingers intertwining with mine. "You and me, just us, no pretenses." Marcus's maturity and selflessness shone through in ways that left me breathless. Each day, he reminded me of how much he cared for me, not just in words but in actions. He'd leave little notes around my apartment. On the fridge he'd write, "Don't forget to smile today." On the bathroom mirror, "You're beautiful always. You've always deserved someone who sees you, Elena," he told me one evening, his voice steady yet vulnerable. "I've spent years wanting to be that person for you, and now that I have the chance, I'll never take it for granted." "We need to tell your mother," I said later that evening, my head resting on his chest as we sat on my couch, his heartbeat steady under my ear. "She deserves to know, and I want her to hear it from us together." "But what if she hates me?" I asked in a panic. "Mom loves you," he said simply. "She trusts you more than anyone in the world. But more importantly, she wants both of us to be happy." Which brings me back to this moment, sitting here with my phone in hand, Lilith's number on the screen. Marcus is beside me, his hand steady in mine, as I prepare to make the call that could either strengthen or shatter a 29-year friendship. The phone rings once, twice. "Elena." Lilith's voice answers, warm and familiar. "Lit, I need to tell you something important," I begin, squeezing Marcus's hand. "Remember how you always said that sometimes the best things in life come to us in unexpected ways? Because the truth is, I'm not just in love with my best friend's son. I'm in love with the man who showed me that second chances come in many forms, that family isn't always defined by blood, and that sometimes the greatest love stories don't follow the expected path." I take a deep breath and begin our story. The end.